Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. We've got a storm system on the way, so we'll start the day off pretty calm and easy going, but it's going to end very stormy. And you can see the reason for that right behind me. Cycling here is going to be our satellite and radar over the past 2 hours, and I don't think I really need to explain to you as to why this is so interesting. Clearly there's something on the way, but I will go ahead and show you something you might not notice first and foremost. This system that's on the way is showing a very good indicator of how systems work in the mid-latitudes. And the reason for that is the directions. So look at what's going on towards the south here. There is a whole bunch of warm moisture streaming in from the south. Now, if we move away from that area and get a little bit further to the west, where is that air coming from? Well, the north. So we're seeing frontogenesis going on right now, which is essentially just a storm system developing a front because of the two different air masses involved with it. The warm one coming up from the south and the cold one coming in from the north. So it's just a really good indicator of that. Usually you don't see it as perfectly. Now with that, as that storm system approaches, I've got another loop going on here. I just realized this is a little bit too fast, but we're going to see rises in our wind speeds as that storm system approaches. You can see up to about a 50-mile-an-hour gust for Newport, and we don't see so much of that energy making its way into the valley, but there is going to be a little wind speed rise coming up towards about 3 or 4 o'clock in the valley too. It's going to bring us close to around 20-mile-an-hour gusts all the way up and down, but the real fast winds are going to be close to the 50-mile-an-hour gusts out on the coast, and those should be somewhere around 2 to 4 o'clock. It's a little too fast on this. I'll slow that down for the next one. Now, moving into the total rainfall for today, it's important to remember that this storm system hits late and continues all the way through the evening. So this is just until midnight. Most of the rainfall stays out towards the water, but as we get later and later, all of that rainfall starts to move towards the east. So it is going to be heavier into tomorrow morning. These numbers are definitely going to be higher as we get into Thursday. Most of it, though, is staying towards the coast for today. Now, looking at the stormcast, you'll see why that's the case. We get our first little chance for some showers as we get into 7:30. That's a low chance, though. Look at the color of green, very light, which means it's not very likely. And then as we get into 9 o'clock, it gets a little more widespread, but still very light chances. Then into 10:30 and 11, there's actually a little bit of clearing, no sunshine, but this clear zone does come in at about 1 o'clock, right before we see the actual impact of the storm system. We get this dry slot here. Then it moves in, and by 3 o'clock, there it is. Now all the way down the entire coast, we've got rainfall, and it's heavy too. The colors indicate there that it's going to be some heavy rainfall. And you see the numbers, it definitely points to that too. 4:30, still sitting over the coast. By 5:30, we start to see some of that encroaching inland, and then over the evening, it continues to pile up more and more rainfall. Moving into the next couple days here, we're looking at rainfall all the way through Saturday, but significant warning hits as we move into Sunday and Monday. Look at Monday, 75 degrees, hitting 80 as we get to Tuesday. Cascade Passes are snowy all the way through until Saturday, and then we start to warm up and heat up there too.